Good day, ladles and jelly spoons. And welcome to a special bonus stream here on the Giraffe and Me channel. I am the Giraffe and Me, Jeremy Graves, and as you can see, the timer is on the screen. In about 5 minutes time, just over, it will be the Nintendo Direct for this Tuesday, the 18th of June. I decided to do a little watch-along, managed to get a bunch of work done and stuff, so it's like, you know what? Let's chill out for an hour. I say chill out, it's bloody warm in this room. And let's see what Nintendo are going to announce. And when it comes to what they're probably going to announce, obviously nothing relating to a hardware successor to the Switch. That has already been confirmed by Nintendo themselves. And probably going to be looking at games coming out throughout the second half of the year, because we are now in that. So it will be nice to know what else is going to be coming out this calendar year. So that'll be going in about 5 minutes time, sort of mainly flying solo as far as I am aware today, folks. So for anyone who is able to join us, thank you very much for deciding to spend some time with me, of all people, on a Tuesday afternoon. Very much appreciated. In terms of upcoming things when it comes to the Giraffe Me streams, Claire, aka Felflowne, and I will be back this coming Friday at 7 PM UK time, and we will be continuing Pokemon Violet. We will be continuing the Teal Mask DLC. And who knows what else may be coming up in the near future as well. But that is the primary port of call for the stream this coming Friday. And in terms of other things going on in general, there was no stream this past Friday, some of you may have noticed. That is because I was at a gig. I went to a concert for a heavy metal band that I'm a big fan of by the name of Fear Factory, who I saw in London, I want to say it was November, December time last year, and they were doing sort of a one-off show in England before they played at the Download Festival this past weekend, and mate, did I have a good time at that show. It was so damn good. Really, really great show, amazing set list. The actual venue as well was just a really well-designed club, quite frankly. It was called the Chalk, or Chalk, however you want to pronounce it, Chalk in Brighton. Never been there before, kind of like a little nightclub, got a nightclub vibe to it. Just really, really good stuff, quite frankly. And very well laid out, staff were really friendly. Everyone kind of seemed to know what was up, as it were. So that was really, really good and nice to see. I'm just putting that on the screen there so I make sure I don't do anything weird, as it were, and to make sure the video is still going live. So, hello, Felflowne. Fancy meeting you here. Let me know if you want to hop on audio and I'll see if I can get that going, but otherwise, no worries at all. But yeah, this venue, the Chalk in Brighton, was actually a really nice little club venue. It's the way it's situated is you've got a stage sort of at one end of the club facing more on a diagonal, and then the club extends quite a far bit. There's like a raised area where they had like another bar and the merch was there and stuff. So yeah, just a really good venue. So if you're ever in the Brighton area and you're potentially going to a gig at the Chalk, highly recommend it. And the sound, especially Fear Factory sound, the support band Ghosts of Atlantis, their sound was a bit muddy, so I'm guessing that's down to probably the in-house PAs and stuff. But overall, sound quality was excellent. So, all is good. Claire, I will leave that decision up to you, as it were. Whatever you feel. If you want to join in the fray, you can. I'll hop into the Hijinks channel, you know what I mean by that. And I can get you pretty set up on audio on that front, as it were. But if you want to just sit and just watch and react with me, more than welcome to. I've got no idea what's going to happen anyway. So we will see whether this is a good thing or a bad thing today, this Direct. In terms of what may be happening on this Direct, let's have a think. What might happen? I know a lot of people are wanting there to be sort of a Metroid Prime related thing that occurs in there. So hopefully that will be a thing, as it were. We will see if people's dreams come true on that front. I don't really know what else I want, as random as this may sound. I sort of haven't really exactly figured out what I want from this Nintendo Direct. What I want really more than anything... I lost my train of thought. I was going, you know what I want? I want more stuff on the Virtual Console. Like, the whole, like, Switch Online stuff. There are so many other games they could be putting on there, and I really, really want them. Yeah, Claire, we were talking about Pokemon news between us on a WhatsApp chat, and it's like... Perhaps you pointed out they might save that more for a Pokemon Direct, but if you want to throw a curveball, this would be a time to do it, quite frankly. But we've got a minute to go, so we will see what happens. But yeah, Silk Song you mentioned. I know that was one you were hoping for in a previous thing we were watching, the Summer Game Fest. So we shall see if that comes up. But I'm weird as it sounds, I've not really seen any potential spoilers or leaks that may have been going around. So I'm looking forward to, oh, excuse me. I'm looking forward just to kind of just taking this as I see it and just kind of giving like a natural reaction of how I feel, because I've got no inkling what's coming. I probably should know one or two things, but in 10 seconds, I guess we are about to find out what the heck is going on, as it were. So, and do let me know if audio sounds a bit funky at all, because I've tried to balance it out before we went live. Here we go. Thank you, Claire, thank you. Oh, we're in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's Luigi. Oh, actually, Luigi's Mansion might be something they might mention, because that got announced a while ago, didn't it? Hey, Sean, hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome.
Luigi!
Is this what it's called? Just Mario and Luigi? Oh, that looks really cool. That looks really cool. Claire, we might be doing some co-op Mario. I'm forewarning you if this is co-op. Snoutlet? I love the name of that little doohickey thing. Oh my god. Is this an RPG? Wait. This looks really cool and good fun. Oh, look at that brothership. July 11th, so that's just under a month away?
皆さんこんにちは。任天堂ダイレクトの案内役を務めます高橋です。
So I should say we are watching the UK feed of the direct, so that's why we have the Japanese audio and such.
シリーズ9年ぶりとなる完全新作マリオ&ルイージ RPG ブラザーシップです。
Yeah, because there were the Mario and Luigi games on the Game Boy, which I think are on the Virtual Console.
マリオとルイージによる進化したブラザーアクションにご期待ください。
Hey Melu, hope you're doing well.
ヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Bring the championships home or on the go.
This will be Nintendo World Championships, I believe.
The thrill of the Nintendo World Championships is heading to Nintendo Switch. Take on over 150 speedrunning challenges from across 13 NES games, from lightning-fast beats to action-packed battles. Familiarize yourself with each challenge and perfect your timing. Then give it your best shot and aim for the top of the online leaderboards. You can also try more difficult legend challenges.
I know that one thing that does interest me about this game, it's actually the collector's edition of the Japanese version, because it actually comes with a replica, I believe, of a Famicom controller. I'm so tempted to try and get hold of that, but it's probably beyond flipping sold out now, I guess.
Against ghost data of players worldwide. After each round, half of the players will be eliminated. You've only got one shot to survive. Will you be the last one standing?
It's cool to see that Mario Bros. 2's in there as well.
Championships NES edition launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
Eliminated
Pre-orders for the digital
IRL.
version are available now on Nintendo eShop.
SaGa, he'll come to your house.
Fairy Tale is about to begin.
We're straight into the anime thing. Okay, what we got?
Relive the climactic Alvarez Empire arc from the hit anime Fairy Tale in this action RPG. Set in the vast kingdom of Fiore, Team Natsu prepares to finish their fight. Engage in real-time battles and unleash powerful attacks that fuse different kinds of magic based on who's in your party.
So Fairy Tale's an interesting show for me because I've read and seen a fair amount of it, but it never really struck gold with me, as it were. But the actual first Fairy Tale game, it did do all right for Koei Tecmo. Unusual. Thank you so much for the bit, Sean. Thank you very much. So yeah, good to see there's another Fairy Tale game coming.
Multi-dimensional journey.
That design looks familiar, but I don't know if it is.
From Final Fantasy series creator Hironobu Sakaguchi.
That might be why I look familiar.
And composer Nobuo Uematsu comes the turn-based RPG Fantasian. The world is slowly being robbed of its civilization. To restore his memories,
it does look like 2B now you mentioned that.
Confront an evil entity threatening all mankind.
Vam? The malevolent god?
Vam?
Skills are the ticket to winning battles. Adjust a skill's trajectory to target multiple enemies at once.
There's a really nice look to this game.
You can also send enemies you've encountered to a separate dimension and fight them later.
You send them to the Shadow Realm!
The more enemies there are, the more you can wipe out in one shot.
Let them go! Let us save the world together.
Fantasian Neo Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch this winter.
Did they just straight up redesign Vince Valentine? I'm curious of that.
Another sport is coming to Spoko Square.
Nintendo Switch Sports. I wanted to get this, you know.
Basketball is being added as a free update to Nintendo Switch Sports. Dribble.
When did this game come out? Like, they haven't done many updates for it.
In 2-on-2 matches using motion controls. Try out 3-point challenge solo and score as many baskets as you can within the time limit. Up to 4 players can also compete in 5-streak battle. Besides local play, you can team up with players worldwide in 2-on-2
Slam dunk the light shade.
This free update for Nintendo Switch Sports dunks its way onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
So that's kind of interesting timing because the basketball in the US is approaching sort of finals stage of things. So that is curious timing. I wonder if they'll try and time that with how the basketball finals conclude. But now, what is this? Unusual timing. Oh, this has got a great look to it as well. Mio, Memories in Orbit. That had a nice look to it though, I'm very curious.
It's an array of cartoon classics. Leap into a new update for Disney Illusion Island. Monarch's greatest detective is solving a mystery, and only Mickey and friends can help.
There's no Detective Gumshoe.
Adventure, Mystery in Monarch. Uncover hints and evidence scattered throughout the world. Then use the dashboard to crack each case.
Oh my god, I'm actually really curious.
Start sleuthing because this free update launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Island adventures await.
Oh my god.
Customize your character. Then befriend Hello Kitty, Kuromi, and other familiar faces in this open world adventure. Team up with your new pals to solve mysteries and restore Friendship Island when Hello Kitty Island Adventure launches as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch next year.
As a timed console exclusive? Okay,
Let's
that's
get
surreal.
Looney in this wacky sports game. Play as Bugs Bunny,
What?
Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and more across 4 arcade-style sports. Unleash the full power of Acme across iconic levels.
The
in up to
full
4
power
player
of
local
Acme.
co-op. But watch out for falling anvils. Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports crashes onto Nintendo Switch this autumn.
What's up, Doc?
That's all, folks.
Let's game on.
I'm
Emergency
curious
meeting.
of that. I'm
New
curious.
Crewmate and imposter roles are being added to Among Us. Alert others when eliminated as a noisemaker. Plant tracking devices on others as a tracker. Or turn invisible while taking out players as a phantom. Suss things out when this free update for Among Us sneaks onto Nintendo Switch later today.
I have never actually played Among Us, admittedly, but I have seen some like people's streams of it and stuff.
Monster army is at your command.
Doggos.
This is Felicidad, a realm of monsters.
I'm sorry, where?
Those who
Felicidad.
command and raise them are called Farmagia and play a vital role in the land's civilization. 10, a Farmagia, must rise
Literally,
up
my
against the
first
oppressive
thought was this
Magus
looks
to
like Fairy
stop
Tail,
his
and it is
vicious
literally
reign
the
of
same designer.
underworld. Raise monsters and lead them into the fight against the Magus' army. Plant seeds, then cultivate, and harvest them to make your buddies come to life.
What?
They can then be trained for battle. Give commands to your monsters and exploit enemy weaknesses in action-packed combat. Merge all of the battle buddies in your party to call forth a giant fusion summon and wreak havoc on your foes.
Everyone, attack!
You harvest
Join
the
the rebellion
doggos.
to stop
Oh no,
Magus
when you phrase it like that.
in Farmagia, launching on Nintendo Switch November 1st.
I want to know more about that. I mean, I'll probably never play it, mind you, but I'm interested again. Kong.
Donkey Kong Country Returns, originally released on Wii, is barreling onto Nintendo Switch in HD.
Okay, yeah.
The
I'm up for some
villainous
Donkey Kong
Tiki
Country.
Hawk tribe has hypnotized the local wildlife and stolen Donkey Kong's precious banana horde.
Precious banana horde.
Obstacles in the way? Just stomp them, pound them, and roll on through. Each level is filled with hijinks, but they're no match for these top bananas. From manic minecarts to
I
high-flying rocket
don't
barrels.
recall playing the original version of this, but
And even
I heard it
hitching
was
a
good
ride
fun if I
on
remember correctly.
Randy.
Was Tropical Freeze that was the best one? I can't
There
remember.
are plenty of transportation methods available. Pass a Joy-Con controller to a buddy for 2-player local co-op.
Good to see some local co-op involved in this.
80 appealing levels are in store. including
Appealing
the additional
levels.
from the Nintendo
Appealing.
3DS
Get it?
version.
Appealing.
Donkey Kong Country Returns HD swings onto Nintendo Switch January 16th.
ジャングルをお届けの
January? Did I just say?
ドンキーコングとディディコングの冒険が HD になって蘇ります。ドンキーコングのパワフルでワイルドなアクションをお楽しみに。続いてはこちらの映像をご覧ください。
So, is that the first Nintendo game announced for 2025? I'm probably completely wrong on that. The time is nigh. The time is nigh. The Tokyo Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. This looks really nice. This old school feel to it. The hour of awakening draws near. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake.
Journey with allies to face the Archfiend on an epic adventure.
Fun fact, never played a Dragon Quest game. Always been curious, but have just never played one. And fair play to Fel for calling it.
Perplexing challenges. And formidable monsters await. An iconic RPG remade in HD 2D. Forge your own path.
Oh, interesting, Claire. I didn't know that.
The legacy begins. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Coming to Nintendo Switch, November 14th.
Just in time for the holidays? Maybe this will be my first Dragon Quest game. Oh? Oh? What's happening? Experience the completed Erdrick trilogy. Whoa, okay. What? Hang on, wait, what? So... Hang on, wait, what? Hang on.
こんにちは、堀井裕二です。ドラゴン
I
クエスト
want that.
3
I
の映像
want both of those
いかが
slime
でしたか？
plushies.
ようやく発売日を発表できて僕も嬉しく思います。そして今日サプライズで発表したドラゴンクエスト1 & 2も HD2D で蘇ることが決定しました。時系列としては3が物語の始めるとなっており、3、1、2の順番でプレイしてもらうとあっと驚く展開が待っています。ロト3部作となる3と1&2どちらもぜひ楽しんでもらえたら嬉しいです。
Interesting.
どうも堀井裕二でした。
So is Dragon Quest 3 technically a prequel then? Or was that just their way of saying, don't worry, you can play 3 before 1 and 2?
HD2D になって蘇る新たなロト3部作にご期待ください。引き続きヘッドラインをご覧ください。
More headlines. Oh no.
Let's have some fun, Co.
No, no, I will not allow that as a joke. Let's have some more fun.
He-Man?
Co.
Great Scott.
I will not
Is that
allow
Marty
that.
McFly? The world of Funko is coming to life in this action-adventure mashup
Objection,
for the
that's what I
ages.
say to that joke.
Play with more than 60 characters as you explore locations based on over 20 iconic movies, TV shows, and more. Use special skills and crafted gadgets
That's
to
Shaun of the Dead.
explore epic worlds, each
look like
with
Barnet.
their own unique puzzles, hidden areas, and familiar foes. Dinosaurs from Jurassic World and Cylons from Battlestar Galactica. They're certainly not toying around. Unbox the universe.
The jokes.
When Funko Fusion pops onto Nintendo
I will say,
Switch,
I did not
September
expect
13th.
Jurassic Park and Battlestar Galactica to be mentioned in the same
We've got a
sentence during this direct.
smorgasbord of spooky, silly, and strategic games.
Okay, go on then.
Ready for an adventure
Yes,
of
here we go.
ghoulish proportions?
End of this month, that's cool.
Summon your courage and explore multiple mansions filled with goofy ghosts, tricky traps, and other supernatural shenanigans.
I love the first Luigi's Mansion so
2
much.
HD launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Meet the quirky little Denpa man. Find him, catch him, and lead him on a joyful RPG adventure.
The new Denpa Men.
Explore dungeons and battle monsters.
What is going on?
Customize all sorts of outfits. Decorate
I
your
recognize the
island
look of these
however you'd
characters,
like,
can't remember where from.
and more. Plus, up to 4 players in local co-op can team up to catch special Denpa Man. The new Denpa Man is free to play and launches as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch July 22nd.
It's a free timed exclusive. You know what? If it's free, I ain't gonna complain.
Strategize away in this tower defense installment of the Metal Slug series. Take control of your forces and pulverize enemy strongholds.
I've always loved the look
Choose
of Metal
from over
Slug
300
games.
units
I'm
with
just
different
naff at them.
abilities. and build out your decks to win tactical tussles. You can also slug it out with other players in
I was trying to say
online
Claire, but then I
battles.
started saying Felf at the
Metal
same
Slug
time,
Attack
so it came out as
Reloaded
Flair.
storms onto
Apparently.
Nintendo Switch later today.
I apologise. Oh, I love metal. I'm just naff
On
at
an
Metal Slug.
Expedition of the Damned in this eagerly awaited sequel to the gothic roguelike RPG. Board your stagecoach and set off across a decaying landscape to prevent an apocalypse. Fight off nightmarish fiends in turn-based combat. And upgrade your abilities after each deadly run. Darkest Dungeon 2 launches on Nintendo Switch
Clap.
July 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. More classic titles
Here
are
we
on the
go.
way.
What we got? Come on.
Play Link's classic 16-bit adventure and team up online to explore randomized dungeons in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 4 Swords.
I've never played that version of Link to the Past. I'm
Experience
curious.
the remake of Samus's first adventure in Metroid Zero Mission.
Well, there's a Metroid reference.
Plus, coming to the
Thank you,
new
Claire.
Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online Mature Collection of games.
Mature. Turok.
Brave the dangerous lost land to stop the campaigner's nefarious schemes in Turok, Dinosaur Hunter.
I was so crap at this when it came out. Oh!
Infiltrate a corporation to end their alien conspiracy in Perfect Dark, now with online multiplayer.
Oh!
All 4 games will be available for Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members later today.
Nice. I won't lie, I actually genuinely thought Perfect Dark was already on the N64 bit.
Set sail to save the day. This is Verona, a young woman with the ability to communicate with phantoms.
Sure, as you do.
Join
Masked
her on a journey
man.
to save her friend Ash.
Catch him?
In this new installment in the Phantom Brave series. Take on tactical turn-based battles, where you'll combine the phantoms you befriended with objects in various ways.
The Truth Lasher.
Combine phantoms with certain objects to maneuver them.
This, to my
Combine
eyes
with
right
a
now,
cannon to attack
this
a
looks
large area.
so complicated. But I really love the look and the whole aesthetic of it.
Around. Or combine with Verona herself for show-stopping abilities that can turn the tide of battle.
Fusion?
Phantom Brave, the Lost Hero, launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
Yeah, quite possibly, Claire, actually. You're not wrong.
This one's gonna take you for a ride.
Oh.
7 arcade games featuring Marvel and Capcom characters are fighting their way onto Nintendo Switch as one collection. Clash in X-Men vs. Street Fighter.
No fucking way!
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes.
Yes!
Take down the Kingpin in the beat-em-up side-scroller The Punisher.
Oh
and
my
more.
god!
Hit
Oh
up
my
training mode to
God.
polish your fighting skills and combos.
Oh, I'm
Online
so
mode to challenge
happy.
Rivals around the world.
Holy shit.
Or play co-op in The Punisher.
Oh my god.
You can also cross over to the museum to view artwork
Yes.
or listen to music from each game.
Abso-flipping-bloody-lootly.
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
I am 100% getting this, quite possibly, if it's not a Switch exclusive, on multiple consoles. Wait. The words, the
latest
2
game in
words.
the Mario Party series takes place on an enormous island resort. Get ready to jump into the biggest selection of Mario Party minigames yet in
Oh my god.
Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Jamboree, baby!
First, let's see some of the new boards where you'll compete to collect the most stars.
Oh, here we go. Come on, then. What are we in for?
Take the escalators to travel between floors in Rainbow Galleria.
That looks so
Use
good.
in-game coins to get a star at half price when they're on flash sale. But act fast. Ride around and stay on track in Roll'em Raceway.
Wait, what?
With
They
the
made a
new
Mario
turbo
Kart
dice
level
item,
into a Mario
you can move
Party
up to
board?
40 spaces with a lucky roll. Here on
Oh,
Goomba
this-
Lagoon,
oh, these
the
all look
ebb and
so
flow of
good.
the tide can change your path. And things really get mixed up when the volcano blows its top. Along with 5 new game boards,
Mega Wiggler's
2
Tree,
boards from
Bowser- I
previous
didn't read all
Mario
of them,
Party games make their return.
Oh?
Some mini games are action-packed challenges, speed trials, a battle of wits, and more. And some are controlled by gently shaking or tilting your Joy-Con controllers. With over 110 minigames, there's a wide variety to enjoy. Also, up to 20 players can go head-to-head online in the Coupathlon mode.
I'm sorry, what?
Compete against your rivals and aim for first place. Try
What?
your best to come out on top. Wait,
You can't
there
just
are
say
even
that.
more new modes? The biggest Mario Party yet will soon be underway when Super Mario Party Jamboree launches on Nintendo Switch October 17th.
ご覧いただいたのはシリーズ
Oh,
完
there
全
was
新
some
作
slicing and dicing
スー
happening
パーマ
there.
リオパーティージャンボリーです。新たなボード、新たなミニゲーム、新たなオンラインの遊びなど、マリオパーティー史上最大級のボリュームの本作をお楽しみください。次はこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Oh, what are you gonna do now, Nintendo? Flippin' heck. Link just owning this boss. Oh noes! Wait. Are they reversing this? Is this literally a Legend of Zelda? Like Zelda? Oh, this looks so good! Holy heck! Heck yeah! Well up for that.
皆さんこんにちは。
Here we go.
ゼルダの伝説シリーズプロデューサーの青沼です。
Hello there, thank you very much.
ご覧いただいた映像はシリーズ最新作ゼルダの伝説知恵の借り物です。いきなりリンクが消えてゼルダ姫一人になってしまいましたが、
Yep,
今回は
Zelda is your
ゼルダ姫が主人公で
protagonist.
す。となるとゼルダ姫が剣を振って戦うのと思われる方もいるかもしれませんが
Thanks, Sean.
本作は見下ろし型ゼルダの当たり前を見直して新しい遊びに挑戦しました。映像を用意しましたのでこちらをご覧ください。
Oh, we're getting like a bit of a deep dive into this. All right. Okay. Let's do this. I'm well up for this.
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule, strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people, including Link. Now alone, Zelda meets the fairy Tri, receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod, and sets off on a journey across Hyrule to save her kingdom.
Try harder.
By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo.
Okay.
Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up. Just
Oh,
like
that pun. Oh.
You can create wooden
Oh, it
boxes,
hurts.
old beds, and unusual things like water blocks. How you use them separately
So
or together
tables,
is
beds, or
entirely up
water
to you.
blocks. Okay, that was cool actually. I take
Learn
back
and
my
create echoes
shade of the
things
water
you
block.
find while exploring Hyrule. You might be surprised at what you discover. Even battles will look different. You could pick up and throw a rock echo, for example. That's not all, though. You can also create echoes of monsters. After doing so, they'll fight by your side. Monsters have different abilities, so choose the one you want to create based on the situation. Wisdom is key, after all.
This has got such a lovely charm to it.
In a Hyrule without Link, the fate of the kingdom is now in Zelda's hands.
いかがでしたか？
It was great.
ゼルダ姫ならではの知恵を生かす借り物の遊びをご覧いただきました。借り物には非常に多くの種類があり、正直私も何種類あるのか数えきれていません。どの借り物をどのように使うかによ
But
って
when's it coming out?
謎解きも
This is the key
人のバト
detail
ルも
now.
プレイヤーの数だけ冒険が変わる、そんなゲームに仕上がっています。ゼルダの伝説知恵の借り物は
Holy
9
heck!
月26日発売です。またソフトと同日に特別デザインの任天堂スイッチライトも発売し
Oh,
ま
that looks so cool. I don't need a Switch Lite, but oh my god, that looks cool.
す。どうぞお楽しみに。それではお借りしたこの場は高橋さんにお返しします。
青沼さん、ありがとう
That
ございま
looks
した。
really cool.
ゼルダの伝説シリーズ最新作
I've
に
not played a
どうぞ
Zelda game. I haven't even
ご期待ください
played Breath of the Wild nor
引き続きヘッドラインをご
Tears
覧
of the
ください。
Kingdom, but like I've not played one probably since maybe
Let loose and party on.
time to do some dancing. It may be, I'm trying to think. It might not be since the GameCube I've actually, or a GameCube era game, I've played a Zelda. I think I started Twilight Princess, but for whatever reason I never really, it just didn't hook me.
You don't wanna waste my time. We taking over. Flipping the square.
Maybe I should do a Just Dance stream, Claire. What'd you say for that? Honestly, so this is actually a good time to mention this. I've been thinking of other stuff I might want to try and do on stream at some point. There is apparently a Hatsune Miku boxing game in Japan that might be getting an English language release. I'm thinking of getting that to try and do some Miku boxing. Because it would look stupidly wild. There's also a Fist of the North Star one, I think, which there is a demo of on Switch currently.
A new Lego adventure
Here we
is
go.
on the horizon.
Let's get some more of this Lego Horizon stuff because this
It's the
looked
world
awesome.
of Horizon in Lego form. Join Machine Hunter Aloy on a quest to save the world from an ancient evil. Journey through lush landscapes. Dive deep into the cauldrons. Climb up onto tall necks and traverse other locations inspired by the original game. But be careful. Swarms of machines are lurking
Oh, I love
everywhere.
Aloy.
Use an array of gadgets like blast boots and gravity bombs to hunt them down. From the nimble watchers to mighty sawtooths.
Are you enjoying it, Sean? Because I've not played the second one, admittedly. In fact, I haven't. I really like the first one, but I just never got around to finishing
You
it.
can help Aloy rebuild her home.
There was just a point in time where like work and stuff just meant I sort of just lost track.
With lots of outfits. Oh, and you don't have to explore this vast wilderness alone. Team up with familiar faces from the world of Horizon in 2-player local or online co-op. Lego Horizon Adventures
Butson
launches
keeps
on
murdering
Nintendo
other
Switch
games.
this winter. A Stray's journey begins.
Kitty! No, Kitty! No! That is a very disturbing
Experience a
cutscene.
decaying cyber city through the eyes of a cat separated from their family and friends. Explore alongside a drone known as B-12 to find your way home. Carefully climb
I really
to
wanna
the
play this as
highest
well.
heights. Create new paths for yourself. And stealthily squeeze into tight spaces. Think like a cat to make your way through the city.
Meow.
Careful though. Not everyone is excited to have you slinking around, including hordes of hostile creatures ready to swarm. Keep exploring to venture into more
Meow.
areas of this unfamiliar world and make your way back to safety. Stray finds its way onto Nintendo Switch this winter.
I'm glad that is coming to Switch. I really am.
Welcome home, Hobbit.
Meow.
If you've ever wanted to live like a hobbit from The Lord of the Rings, now
Tales
a
of the
leisurely
Shire.
existence nestled away in an idyllic, quiet corner of Middle-earth can be yours. Customize your appearance, decorate your home, and settle into life in the Shire. As a newcomer to the little haven of Bywater, you'll befriend your neighbors, work together to solve problems, and even share a meal or three. Explore, garden, fish, forage, and cook. The best way to build a Hobbit community is by hosting a dinner party with your homemade dishes. Plus, you can trade with your neighbors for unique decorations or special ingredients for even tastier meals. Friendly hobbits and familiar faces await your arrival when Tales of the Shire launches on Nintendo Switch this winter.
This may sound weird, and maybe I've just missed the point. What's the point of that game?
Investigate, interrogate, checkmate.
Uh-oh.
Objection! 2 Ace Attorney spin-off games, including a sequel that was previously unreleased outside of Japan, are coming to Nintendo Switch as one collection. As the prolific prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, take the case out of the
Oh my
courtroom
God, this
and
looks so
investigate
good.
crime scenes. Gather information by interviewing people and inspecting evidence. Then use the power of logic to solve challenging cases.
The power of logic
Enjoy
in a
all
game
new hands-on
universe,
character visuals from
which
the
does not
original
give you
series
much
character
logic at
designer.
times.
Or swap to the original sprites for a more
Oh, that's a
classic
cool
look.
little feature.
Take a break from your investigation to explore the gallery, where you'll find character art, music, including orchestral arrangements, and more. Past and present collide as you uncover
Oh
the
my
truth
God!
at any cost. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection launches on Nintendo Switch September 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Okay, Claire, we might have to fast track doing Ace Attorney 2, just saying.
昨日と変わらない普通の一日いつもの街いつもの光景毎日それが続く
Just a mundane, average life. And then this happens.
なんだよこれ何なんだよあくそ
Oh. Okay, that was...
After a devastating attack by unknown assailants, Takumi Samino's life gets turned upside down. A mysterious school mascot suddenly appears.
With the
While
floating...
Takumi
You
manages
can
to
see
get
through
out
it.
of harm's way, he's then forced to enroll at the Last Defense Academy, along with 15 other students.
What? What?
みんなでこの学園を守るんだ
Their mission is to defend the school from hostile student enemies for 100 days.
This gives me vibes of... What was that game that
An
was really...
academy
I didn't play it, but I saw
shrouded in
a load of things.
And the unavoidable
13
loss of
Sentinels?
allies.
Aegis Rim, I
Can
think it was?
Takumi survive this 100-day trial, colored by extreme and despair, and return to his normal life?
It's got
The
like the
creators
art
of
style of
Danganronpa
Danganronpa, which, but you've literally just said that as well. It's got that sort of, it's got that
launching
feel
on
of
Nintendo
Danganronpa,
Switch
but with the
early next
essence of
year.
that 13 Sentinels game I just mentioned, I think.
Embark on a saga spanning generations.
SaGa being spelt that way. That
A
seems
full
familiar.
remake of Romancing,
Romancing Saga, it
2
is.
is marching on to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, this is flippin' heck. They're
Rule
throwing
and
just...
expand the empire of Beren
Just keep
across
throwing
multiple
great stuff,
generations,
Nintendo.
while
I dare you,
challenging
just
the
do it.
legendary 7 heroes who have turned to darkness. In combat, use returning
You launch a
SaGa
surprise
features like
attack,
glimmers to
clubs him
learn
in the back of the
skills,
head. This looks
and
great as well.
formations to enhance abilities. Turn-based battles have also evolved into timeline battles, where the action order is key. Innovative features like United Attack can also help with strategy. How will you expand your empire? And in which order will you fight the 7 heroes? Every decision
It's quite
you
amusing
make
because there's a
will
mate of mine
dramatically
who's a
alter the
big
course
fan of the
story.
Romancing Saga games. And he was just
Safeguard
saying
your empire's
recently, you know
future
what, I might take a
and
break from
protect
RPGs.
your
I think I need a
legacy
palate
from
cleanser.
peril.
I'm just going to send him this trailer
Otherwise,
later and go,
the 7
you were
heroes
saying.
may emerge victorious. Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the Seven launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
There is a lot of stuff coming out, holy heck.
フルリメイクで蘇るロマンシングサガ2をどうぞお楽しみに。ここまで任天堂ダイレクトをご視
That's
聴いただ
almost
きあり
everything
が
for
とうござい
today,
ます。
okay?
次が最後の映像となります。
Last announcement,
ご覧
what
く
have
だ
they
さい。
got? Cosmic Year 20X9 Galactic Federation Research Facility. Oh, that design looks familiar. Yes, it is. It is Samus. Oh, this is looking good. I have got buddies of mine who will be absolutely losing it right now. I love and appreciate the world of Metroid games. I've just always been naff at them. I can't remember what one this is meant to be. Is this Prime? I can't remember what sort of incarnation this is or what the name of it is. That said, though, this also does give me a lot of Halo vibes, so it's probably something I should play. Metroid Prime 4, there we go. Beyond! So, Wacken, was this the Metroid that was announced, then got, like, pulled and given to a different developer? Which game was that? But flippin' it, this looks stunning. 2025. They finally acknowledged it.
ご覧いただいたのはメトロイドプライム4ビヨンドの映像です。大変長らくお待たせいたしましたが、ようやく新たな情報をお伝えすることができました。
Okay.
発売は2025年を予定しています。もうしばらくお待ちいただくことになりますが、
We are finally able to share more information with you.
新たな戦いにぜひ
Please wait a bit
ご期待く
longer.
ださい。
2025.
今回の任天堂ダイレクトは以上となります。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
No, thank you. Thank you. And I believe that a wild Felflowne has appeared. Hopefully folks can hear you. If not, I will correct that. But thank you for the presentation. Yeah, literally, right? We haven't... folks in chat, can you hear Felf okay? Because I can hear... Because I can hear Felf perfectly. You can't hear Felf. Okay, let me try and correct that then. How about now if I do that? Say something, Claire?
I'm funny because it sounds like you're talking to yourself. It's like having a psychotic break.
Okay. Hello, Phil. Welcome. Hopefully... Yeah, okay, good. Heard you then. Good. It was the one setting I thought I had to adjust that it was. Well, there we go.
It's Felf on off. Now here's your problem. You got your Felf set to off.
got your Felf set to off.
Oh, I can't believe it. You offed me. How rude.
I mean, look, Zelda's going to be offing a lot of people based on that trailer.
Oh, she's gone full berserker.
That was a really good direct, in my opinion. Really, really good.
Yeah, I think I managed to catch all of it actually because I was watching it on the bus.
Yeah, where was that Marvel vs. Capcom announcement? I need to see that again.
Oh, somewhere in the middle. It was like one of the first ones they did with the we're bringing old games to the new. We're newing old games.
Oh yeah, so it'll be around the time
now.
that they mention Switch Online stuff. It'll be
Is
after
it really
that.
that far through? Look for Silver Fox Man. Oh wait, no, he's the Link. He's the Zelda guy.
Here we
It'll
go.
have been before
Featuring
him.
Marvel and Capcom
There we
characters
go.
are fighting their way onto Nintendo
freaking
Switch
catnip
as
for
one
me. Oh my
collection.
god.
Clash in X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Duke it out in Marvel vs. Capcom
This makes me
2,
so
New Age
happy.
of Heroes.
And your joke just then was far better than most of the ones in this direct.
Oh my god, some of them, I mean, they were deliberately terrible. It was quite funny. Hang on, I'm just trying to swap over.
So, you go for it. So the list of these games is Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Holy shit!
Marvel being really Larry.
Oh, and the Punisher game, which I'll be honest, I didn't actually know existed, but oh my god, I've wanted to be playing MVC 2 again for so long. Oh.
Okay, I'm here.
Good, right.
I'm here for real.
Where's
Here
this?
for realsies.
Right, first of all, to add another thought here, where is it? That Switch Lite looks amazing.
Pretty though. It does. It's very pretty.
But right, so
I have no need, like you said, for another Switch. I'm good.
So I will sort of just leave that running in the background a little bit.
So I couldn't really type very well because I was on the bus. So because this is blatantly aping the art style of what Sean said was Link's Awakening.
Yes, that's why it looks so familiar. So I think they've sort of rebuilt it
But they've changed it so it's the other way around.
I think so. I think it's a brand new game, but based on
Oh, it
that.
is. No, it 100%
Yeah.
is. It's just that they've
But based on that whole new aesthetic.
Mel, I got a screenshot of it, and I'm totally going to be drawing it later. It's quite small, but that's fine because Jeremy is quite large, so even small screenshots are fine. The whole of Jeremy in.
Oh
yes,
my word.
So good.
But yeah, that table joke just then of leg up, I was offended.
I like how offended you were by the Funko Pop game as well.
Oh, incredibly. Listen, this is the thing about Funkos, right? I don't mind if people like Funkos, but
No,
I
I don't
don't
either.
like them, so don't put it on me, as it were.
Yeah, no, don't expect me to be as enthusiastic as you about your dead-eyed, soulless creature.
In my opinion, the
There's
only
very-
Funkos that work well are the ones where the characters inherently have a different eye look to them. So, for example, if it's like a Batman or a Spider-Man, that works well because the eyes are inherently by default different.
Yeah, I've got to see. I hate how well it works as a marketing ploy because it's basically a license to print money. So I can't hate on whoever came up with the idea because it's genius, but it is 100% soulless and awful. I actually referenced Funko Pops in a post I made on Facebook. The context is not that important, but it was basically I was trying to capture that feeling of bone-weary tiredness of like world weariness where you're like, oh, really? And the way I described it was thusly, if I can just find it here. Silver Fox Man. Oh no, he's not this. He's not the Pokemon Silver Fox.
That just
okay, so the way I described this was, so hear me out. Try and picture that feeling you get when you, if you're anything like me, unexpectedly happen across a Funko Pop of a character or person that you love, respect, or revere, and all you can think of is, why? Why does this exist? Now dial that up to 11, and that's how shit like this, the post, makes me feel. I'm super excited about Investigations, though. I didn't realise that it hadn't been released in the UK.
I wasn't aware that this was even a thing.
The first case in Phoenix Wright 2 has her in it.
Yeah, we might have to fast track playing Ace Attorney 2 now.
It's quite funny because oh fuck that guy. It's quite funny because like in Phoenix Wright everyone's always innocent, but in this game everyone is always guilty. It's kind of how it works.
You know what might be good fun is if we could somehow time up. Oh my god, Von Karma. It's how if we want to do a playthrough of this, if we time it to somehow it being roughly when it's released.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I don't know how many games we need to get through from like a chronology standpoint as to.
I'm not sure where it actually sits.
Let
me find out. I'll do some research.
But yeah, overall, this direct though, very, very strong in my opinion.
Yeah, no, this is definitely by the same people who did Danganronpa. There's no way it isn't. Just the character look and everything is the same.
Yeah, and as for the Mario and Luigi game, they announced at the start Brotherhood.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out how that works because presumably you can play it with just one of you, but like very few games mandate co-op.
Yeah, it's interesting as well because they've got like, I think it's one of them is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I think that's one of the ones that's on like the Game Boy stuff on the Switch. Might be Game Boy Advance, I can't remember. But it's interesting they're making a new one of that. But I would tell you, until I suddenly saw the RPG mechanic, I had no inkling it was an RPG. I just thought it was a really insanely good-looking platformer. But then you throw in, which it is, but then you throw in the RPG mechanics randomly later on in this trailer.
So I'm just laughing because apparently the original Japanese version of Mars Investigations 2 had some anti-piracy stuff written into it, which basically converted all the game text into a completely fake language that they had invented for a fake made-up country. So the country and the language existed in the game, but it was completely unreadable. So you're like, don't steal.
That's pretty cool, actually. I wonder how they implemented
it's pretty funny. I don't know how it was only on the original release. I don't think they could probably do it now. I'm gonna look up Phoenix Wright chronology because that's probably the best way to do that. I honestly thought that Mio game was going to be Silksong.
That I could tell seeing your comments in the chat.
The longer it went on, the longer it looked more like Silksong, and I was like, I fucking hate this.
I mean, that said though, has it made you want to play Mio?
Not really.
Okay.
Because the thing is, I really want Silksong to come out mainly because my friends are excited for it. I can't play Hollow Knight. It's too hard. Are you kidding me? Those games are bastard hard. But I know a lot of people I know are excited about it. Oh, here we go. All Phoenix Wright games in chronological order.
Okay, so what is the apparent official order?
Okay. Is this website going to crash everything? Okay. Oh, so this is chronological, so it's not the order that the games were released.
Okay.
So, unsurprisingly, the first two are the Great Ace Attorney. You know, the prequel games they released. So Great Ace Attorney and God, that's hard to say. Great Ace Attorney 2.
So that's the one that's got the VO, right?
The VO.
The what is that the Chronicles game?
What?
Because you know there was like the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Yes, that was the name of the box set they did, right?
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah, so the two games in the box set are Adventures and Attorney 2 Resolve. So there's those two that are set in the past. Then you've got Ace Attorney, which is the game we played. Then you've got Phoenix Wright Justice for All, which is, to all accounts, Ace Attorney 2. Then you've got Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, which I presume would be Ace Attorney 3. Then you get the first Miles Edgeworth Investigations.
Okay.
Then the second one. Then you've got Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, which is not canon. After that one, then you start moving into Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Then you get Dual Destinies. Then you get Spirit of Justice, and I think Spirit of Justice is the most recent one.
Okay, so this investigation set is a prequel essentially.
It's set after the game we played.
Okay.
So it's set basically. There's 3 Ace Attorney games where Phoenix Wright is the main dude. We've played one of them, and there are 2 more. Great Ape Attorney is a slightly different game. It's now I'm just saying Grape Ape Attorney, and it's like Grape Ape.
Grape Attorney.
Grape Paternity Test. What? So yeah, there are 3 Phoenix Wright games where Phoenix Wright is the protag, like the main guy, and then there's the 2 investigations, which are Miles centric and different format. Then you've got that Layton game that's not canon, and then you switch on to the games that don't have Phoenix as the protagonist, but he is in there. So you've got, I think, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney's got Apollo as a protag. I think Dual Destinies might also have Apollo as a protag, but he might... Hang on, what's Dual Destinies? All right, it's got Apollo and it's got Athena in it. And then you've got the last one, which was Spirit?
The Legend of Link, Breath of the Mild. Says Sean.
Breath of the Mid. Spirit of Justice. What happens in Spirit of Justice? Who are these people? Well, Apollo's on the box. No, and Athena's in it too. Yeah, so Athena's in it as well.
Yeah, there was of course the Not Fairy Tale game.
The game that's not Fairy Tale, but totally was drawn by the guy who draws Fairy Tale. Where's the game where you can grow wolves from seeds?
It's this one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, literally.
I think I said at the point when this came on, I was like, quattro Farmagia.
Yeah, again, just a really strong direct overall, actually. Lots of stuff being announced. Got a couple of games for 2025 being announced as well.
Yeah, super excited to see the Funko Pop game disappear into just never being talked about again. That's my biggest hope.
I don't know what game we're talking about. Sorry, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, no, actually, no, what am I talking about? Suddenly, I can't remember the last few minutes. That's weird.
I like that. No weakness. Weakness.
That's like that. No fear, one fear. Apologies, I'm inhaling a yum yum.
Hey, you know what? If there's going to inhale anything, a yum yum is the thing to do, as it were.
I don't know why they don't fill just dive tanks with them.
Farmagia. I was looking forward to seeing if we were going to get any weird pronunciations of things in this game, but overall, we didn't. They were all pretty above board, as it were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it was Donkey Kong that was the other one for 2025, which in a way surprised me that was going to be 2025, but that could also just be...
We are halfway through 2024.
Yeah, but also, they say 2025, it could well be January.
Sorry, Sean, I didn't mean to speak in code. What I meant was I just took a whole load of drugs.
Oh, I thought you meant as in like a bakery product.
No, I did, but also it amuses me that maybe the yum yum was full of yum yums, huh? Maybe I filled it with drugs. Maybe I did that.
And then jumping forward back on this replay, this
yeah,
Dragon
literally
Quest.
That scene is like copy pasted from the first Dragon Quest game. You go in and the king's just like, off you go then. It literally is. It seems incredibly basic to any of us playing it now, but it was very groundbreaking at the time. But it was very much like, fuck you if you didn't know where to go or what to do. It was very much like in the age of gaming where games are meant to hurt you.
I imagine that this Dragon Quest remake, as it were, will not be Switch exclusive because it's too big a franchise in Japan to be tied to the Switch.
I don't think he said it was Switch exclusive. Yeah, I nearly said Switch there after you said it earlier. Switch elusive. No, not Dragon Age. What? Dragon Quest.
But it was interesting as well how, like, again, I'm guessing 3 is probably one of the biggest ones, which is why they've done it first. But it's interesting they've announced 3 and then 1 and 2 straight after.
Yeah, I'm just having a look. Well, they haven't announced 3. 3, we've known about it for a while. There's some news here from late last year.
Oh, so this has been announced in some way. Okay.
It says Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake, quote, progressing quite steadily according to series creator. That was in the 19th of September 2023.
Okay.
Speaking to Japanese outlet Famitsu during the cosplay summit back in August, Hori revealed the remake was progressing quite steadily. Thanks, Gamatsu. It was originally revealed back in May 2021 during the Dragon Quest 35th anniversary live stream. At the same time, they announced the next Dragon Quest actual game, which is Flames of Fate.
That was a very cool way that they announced this 1 and 2, though, just by having that key art expand.
That was very cool, yeah. Because I'd say that the guy in the foreground, I think, might be the pro tag from the first one. Although he is like 8 pixels. So it's just like, all right. My friend was playing Chrono Trigger. It was Beard's streams here. He was playing Chrono Trigger, and I don't know when that came out, but that's another Toriyama designed one. And I actually had to send him a message going, is that frog cupping its boobs? What is happening? Because the sprite just literally made it look like a giant frog lady was just holding her boobs. And I actually had to send him a screenshot and then like draw where the boobs were. And he was like, oh, no.
95 was Chrono Trigger according to Yorkshire Fatman.
Place. Oh, hiya. Hi, Mike. Have you been here the whole time? Confusing. Your colour is the same as Sean's. Looking at my screen, so I didn't notice it with you.
So hang on, what was the dude saying? So
is that that dude is older than the sun? Who is that? Did it say who he was?
Right. So Dragon Quest 1 and 2 will receive the HD 2D treatment.
Yes.
then, chronologically, Dragon Quest III comes first in the Erdrick trilogy. I think players will have fun seeing how things unfold if they play 3, 1, and 2 in that order. Okay, I thought I read it that way during the stream.
You were saying Erdrick wrong, but that is literally what it says.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say Edric, but there's an R in there.
I keep wanting to say like Edric or Erdic, but no, there are definitely 2 R's there.
Do you know what, in that case, and I understand why they've done Dragon Quest III first then, it does just seem a bit weird. In some ways.
I'm wondering, I mean, I never got as far as even having party members in Dragon Quest. That's how not far I got. And I went around most of the map. I was really confused as to what I was supposed to be doing.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I've got some offense.
Oh, wait, so, Jeremy, the screen's gone black. What's happening?
Luigi's Mansion, that's why I went black.
Luigi's Mansion, that's
why I went black,
Mike,
so he fell into a dark abyss.
I apologise, I'm coming straight off of a job interview. Which I probably goblin moded again, like I did my last job interview, and only afterwards did I think, maybe I shouldn't have made that joke about part exchanging someone's dog. Yeah.
We could talk about it off stream, have no fear. But
okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. But yeah, I guess as we sort of gradually try to wind down, wrong word, as we gradually start, that's the word I want to say, to wind down the stream. Overall, really strong direct, lots of things I'm excited about. The Mario game, the whole Marvel vs. Capcom stuff, which I literally lost my shit over. The new Zelda game. The Metroid one.
These sex offenders.
Yeah.
Look at these little sex offenders.
Yeah, right. I still don't. I don't know what to say about this. Like the Dragon Quest game.
What do they call them? Denpa men or something?
Yeah, Denpa, D-E-N-P-A or M-P-A.
But it was like Dampo. It said like Damper.
I almost kept wanting to say Danganronpa, but I do everything
No, they
not
pronounced it. I'm just looking at it. The original game was called The Damper Men. They Came by Wave. It's a 3D augmented reality video game. Which sounds terrible because, you know, not only are these little guys absolute predators, they're in your house. It came out in 2012. In the original game, they capture Damper Men to form a party to explore dungeons. It sounds like you're actually catching slaves. Damper Men will appear in the player's surroundings when near a Wi-Fi signal or scanning a QR code. They differ by name, color, appearance, and abilities. Combat is not random. Blah 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 blah. So I guess it is kind of random in like whatever random little sprites. There's something very upsetting about the fact that they're men and not like little animals. Like I feel if this was like little Pokemon, it would be much less upsetting. You know what I mean?
And Sean, just to say, I 100% agree with you on that as well.
Oh, bless you.
But
I may have goblin moded it though. I tried not to because I actually, without giving too much away, on the panel for this one was the guy who's actually in charge of the entire project, and it is a project that takes place over 5 countries. It's a 5-year-long program, and 3 of the countries are basically India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. And then he was like, "So we've got our upcoming board meeting. Would that be a problem for you to travel?" I was like, "Travel to where?" And he's like, "Oh, it's probably going to be in Dubai." And I was like, I mean, yeah. What? Also, weird possum sounds. Making weird. I probably shouldn't have taken my possum notebook that says like I'm stressed as shit on it. No, it doesn't say that. It says like stressed and doing my best on it. Although it was nice because as I was leaving the building, he escorted me to the end, and then I was like, "Excuse me, thank you, Professor. Could I possibly like spin on my heel and go and say hello to my friends who are standing right there?" Because I used to work in the building that I'm just had my interview in, and they were like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" So that was really nice.
Good. Excellent.
Oh, fingers crossed I won't be too chaotic. Who knows? It's only 2 days as well. So my brain is like, if I can manage 2 days, that will leave me time to do artwork, which is something I really want to move into. Sorry, this was not the point of this stream. Jeremy, we'll catch up offline.
No. I wanted to let you say it, as it were, because, you know, folks are interested. I didn't want to just come across like I was saying, don't talk about it on stream.
I'm sorry. Much like in my interviews, I'm good at staying on the point. Although I did just finish a friend's ping tuber, so I'm excited to see him implement that and see my art literally bobbing around.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the Capcom stuff again. Oh.
Jeremy's just going to keep watching this on repeat.
I'm so excited. So it's like, I remember the first one of these I ever played, I think, was Children of the Atom. And I want to say that was on the Mega Drive. But I was never any good at it, but I freaking loved X-Men. And then eventually discovered Marvel vs. Capcom years later. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is the one I had the most access to. Oh, just that list of games.
X-Men Children of the Atom was an arcade game. It was the first fighting game produced by Capcom using characters under license from Marvel, and it was released in 1994. So, Jeremy, you would have been 9 when that came out, but it probably wouldn't have got here until you were probably about 10 or 11.
Yeah, because there's always like a delay with things being released. And also, that was the arcade as well, so it probably would have been a year or two later before it got to console.
It does say 95, it got to North America and Europe.
But yeah,
It's interesting because these Versus games, obviously, they are what's the word? They're a
collaboration?
Staple. They're a staple.
Yes.
There's a lot of these, basically. And the only... Because I never played games like this, because I never had a console. Oh, thank you, Mel. The only kind of, like, reference point I have for these is... I'm going to really blow your mind here, Jer.
Okay.
Do you remember an old webcomic called Mega Tokyo?
That sounds so familiar. It's
So, Mega Tokyo launched in 2000, right? I'm pretty sure it's dead now. But one of the first things that happens in the comic is that the two protagonists go to Japan, and as soon as they arrive, one of them breaks a limb. I can't remember if it's an arm or a leg or something. So they end up staying with a friend, and the joke in the particular comic is the fact that they say they'll just stay for a few days, and then there's a time jump, and the guy's like arm has healed, so they've clearly been there for a long time, and the guy's like, I'm gonna have to ask you to get the fuck out of my house. And because all they've been doing is squatting in his house and playing games. And one of the games they were playing, I swear, was SNK versus Capcom.
Yeah, that's a real game.
That wasn't on that list.
No, so I think that the main thing about these ones is they're the collaborations they did with Marvel, with like Marvel Comics and such.
Right.
Because SNK is the game publisher who made the likes of King of Fighters, and I want to say Fatal Fury, but someone can correct me in chat if I'm wrong on that. So the upcoming
What's
game...
SNK stand for? Because my brain is making it Attack on Titan, which is not right.
What does SNK stand for?
Yeah.
I actually can't remember. I think at this point it's more just like the acronym.
Oh, it's like HSBC. It used to stand for something.
Yeah, and then it's sort of because SNK's changed ownership so many times. At this point, it's more just like as a brand name.
Oh, it used to be called Shin Nihon Kikaku, but it's now SNK.
Yeah, there you go. And it's more just like those 3 letters in this context sort of has more meaning, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. It's like people always say HSBC stands for the Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. It doesn't. It used to. It now means HSBC because the company legally is called that. But yeah, no, I remember. I'm just looking when those games came out, and when the comic came out, it came out in August 2000. That he probably would have been either Millennium Fight 2000.
I had that on. I want to say either the GameCube or the PS2.
It was for PlayStation and Dreamcast.
Maybe it was a Dreamcast version I had then. But yeah, like the crossover things have always been such good fun games.
Mark of the Millennium was on PlayStation 2. Maybe you're thinking
that's the one I had. Yeah, because now you said that name, that's the one I definitely had, 100%.
Yeah, it was also on GameCube, Xbox, Arcade Dream. They released that one on everything.
Yeah.
I don't care enough to find which game it was. It's just I remember thinking, what the fuck is that? Like literally, I could not work out what game it was. I'm like, so are these two people just gonna fight? I'm like me thinking Capcom as a person. Like, oh, I hope Capcom wins. What's going on? So Jeremy, we did it. We did a direct. We managed to do it.
We managed to do it, 100%. Yeah, sorry, I was about to say, what part of what we did are we talking about? That's what I was wondering for a second.
Yeah, to make it very clear, we watched a direct. We are 500 miles apart. Oh god, yeah, I think I got rid of my Mega Tokyo a few years ago, Phil. I had one of the original Volume 1s that was in the dust jacket. Part of me is like, it's probably worth something. And I'm like, it would be if it was anything other than Mega Tokyo. Hey!
One of those.
Fucking roasted! It just got real whiny after a while, and you're like, I don't care anymore. But yeah, so that's a little blast from the past. Also, that boss that you referred to as this boss, that's totally Ganon, my dude.
Yeah, now you've mentioned it, that makes total sense. It was more just like...
You're like, oh, this boss. I'm like, what, you mean Ganon?
Yeah, I'd had a brain fart. The thing that got me was just how Link utterly owned him.
He's fucking Link. Have you heard the phrase lore accurate Link?
I have not, admittedly.
So the joke is that lore-accurate Link is an absolute beast, right? He's an absolute monster. And some players of, it's usually Breath of the Wild because that's the best showcase for it, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, they will post up like absolute vicious takedowns of some of the most nasty creatures in the game without taking a lick of damage. And so not only are they playing incredibly well, they're also using like moves and like things that you didn't even know were possible, and it'll be like, more accurate Link fights a Lionel, and you're like, wow, that was an execution. Jesus Christ. Anyway, but yes.
Yeah, and a Yorkshire Fat Man in the chat, she said old style Ganon. That's why I sort of suddenly thought, hang on, in hindsight, I was thinking, that boss, because it was part of me that's like, was that Ganon or am I misremembering that? But no, that was actually Ganon from the cartoon as well. So
they play fast and loose with the design of Ganon and whether it's Ganon or Ganondorf. I quite like the way that the new Zelda games do it, because in the first game you're fighting Ganon, but in the second game you're fighting Ganondorf, and they're very much two separate things, but they are related, if that makes sense. Yeah, the final boss of Breath of the Wild is Ganon, and the final boss of Tears of the Kingdom is Ganondorf. So there you go.
My name's Dorf. Ganondorf.
Oh my god, imagine if the final boss of the UK was a really angry white man and his name was Gammondorf.
Yorkshire Fat Man just said, I remember from my youth that I referred to the old style Ganon as Gammon.
I mean, he literally is Gammon.
Yeah,
He's
literally.
made of pork.
As he
Just
was a pig, as he
slowly
says.
slide a slice of pineapple and a fried egg onto his head and you're ready to go.
So, regarding the Zelda thing, so since we're looking at this, we might as well keep talking about it. I like the idea of, like, the echoes and this ability that you're effectively mimicking creating shapes.
Yeah, it's almost like the Mega Hand, the Ultra Hand from Tears of the Kingdom.
I was going to ask, because you've played it and I haven't, like, did this have any, like, big Tears vibes to you?
It's different. It is different, because basically what you can do in Tears of the Kingdom is you can't just, like, make infinite stuff like she's doing. But say you create something, what you can do is save the design, and then you can recreate it from effectively nothing with no parts if you use another resource. So if I created a car out of a block and 4 wheels, if I came across a block and 4 wheels, I could just press the blueprint and it would make another one without me having to go through the putting it together. But if I wanted to make a car and I didn't have any materials, it would be like, okay, 50 resource and you can do it.
Okay, so what other objects do we have here? So we've got a wooden box, we've got a table, we've got a little tree, a table, another one, a 3-legged table. We've got
I just love how obsessed they were about tables. I guess tables are good for stacking and getting over obstacles.
We've got a bed, we've got a signpost, we've got a rock.
Do you know what? I just suddenly had to think of, are they doing all this so that Zelda can't have a goddamn sword?
Probably.
That's a truffle back there.
And you got a pot.
That thing definitely is a truffle. Because I was like, yeah, she's throwing rocks and like Heaftin monsters, but give the girl a bloody sword. It would be so funny if it was her and the Master Sword, because you know she can understand the Master Sword because it talks, right? And she can hear it. Link can't. So it's kind of funny because the Master Sword will be like, meow, 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 and Zelda will be like, she doesn't like what you said. And Link like, what? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she just thinks your tone is very pointed right now.
Oh, of course, and you can get enemies to fight for you as well. That was the other thing it mentioned.
Yes, like you can create the monsters. There must be part of me is like they must have thought this through so it doesn't break. It's like there's an ability in Tears of the Kingdom which allows you to. Oh, I will be right back. 1 second.
Oh, okay. Well, while they're answering their door, I believe, just looking at this footage again, this looks so good. I am well up for this.
I was going to say there's an ability in Tears of the Kingdom allows you to just ascend through anything solid as long as it's unobstructed. And I'm like, how is that not breaking the game? Turns out it's actually something they put in the game to help debug it.
Oh.
And they like the debuggers liked it so much that they like.
Thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated.
Hang on.
Oh, it's your food.
Yeah, just looking at all these visuals and just all the different abilities, and this is coming as someone who, speaking as we made clear now, who hasn't played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I'm so up for this, and also I'm gonna overanalyze this key art a little bit now. There's an angry-looking Link in the background.
Apologies, it was my dog's food that comes in a 12-kilogram bag.
I mean, hey, look, you know what? Essential delivery. That's what I say. Essential delivery.
Sorry, what did I miss?
I was just saying, I'm looking at this key art. I'm going to overanalyze now and go, Link looks very angry in the background.
Yeah, there's an Octorok there on the left. You see him? The Coblin on the right. I don't recognise the thing with the little like flappy thing, but then I am aware that not all monsters from Zelda turn up in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, because Gibdos weren't in the first game; they were in the second game. Fucking Gibdo. God, I hate them so much. I actually went back to that game the other day, and I was like, why haven't I gone around all this area? And I ran down there. I was like, ah! Screaming my head off. I was like, oh yeah, I remember why I didn't come down here, because fuck Gibdos! They're horrible. They're zombies, and I hate zombies. So.
And I guess because we haven't touched it that much, just partly because again I love the universe of Metroid, but it's nothing that's ever really sort of caught me very much. But
yeah, got you.
Metroid Prime, this gives me very big Halo vibes. Like as soon as I mentioned it during the actual direct, I immediately thought, oh, I'm in the mood for a Halo-like game. Like if this has got
a Halo-like.
There you go. There you go. Trademark Felf. But yeah, I might be up for that, because there are a few buddies of mine who are massively into these Metroid Prime games.
Yeah, no, I mean, and is this still Metroid?
This is still Metroid Prime, yes.
Yeah, because I know that they did a game that was like a side game, like not side as in side to the canon, but like a side scrolly.
Yeah, because traditionally Metroid has been sort of those. That's where like the term like Metroidvania partly comes from, because like that and Castlevania involved you going into loads of different rooms, having to kind of accumulate things to advance further in the game. But this one is more first person driven, I believe.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Also, Samus is awesome. We love Samus, we do.
Definitely. But yes, I think on that then, folks, we're going to wrap up for today. But Felf, seeing as you're here, we might as well do a cheeky little plug, as it were. So where can people find you if they want to find out more about you and such?
You can find me wherever their heart leads them, which will be to the fridge. I'm in their fridge. Eating all their snacks and their grated cheese. You can find me online. You can find me at KitterCon. Yes, you can find me at KitterCon. Runs, which will be in God, it's scarily soon now. Katia, lie down, or you're going out the goddamn. Swear to God. Swear to God. Why do you do this now? Why do you do this now? Why? Oh my God, she's turned her bed into a giant knot, and she's just looking at me like, why isn't it comfy? I'm like, I don't know. Who could have done this?
It's the equivalent of just going, mother, fix.
Oh, I'm just about to. Oh, she's so sad. I'll take a picture, Joe.
Aww.
She's so sad and she's so upset with me. So you can find me on Instagram and Twitter and what else is there? TikTok. I'm Felflowne everywhere. You can check out my link tree, which is Jeremy has very kindly put in chat. Thank you for that, Jer. And yeah, I'm probably going to be opening up for more art stuff soon, so keep an eye on my socials for news about that.
Indeed,
Jeremy, where can the people find you?
Indeed, I was just saying hello as well. To say hello to the chat. Welcome.
Yeah,
hope you've enjoyed the stream. Unfortunately, we are just about to wrap up, unfortunately. But
yeah, we're nearly done.
But very much appreciate the follow, as it were. In terms of me, the best way to find me is you can find all the links to things that I do on Linktree/Giraffamy. There you can find links to the VODs and whatnot, and bits and bobs like that. And of course, you can also find links to other projects I'm involved with as well, including the Bunkermania Wrestling podcast that I do with good friends of the stream, Harriet, Matty, and Ian. So if you want to find information on that, you can find them accordingly. But with that being said, from myself, the Giraffamy, Jeremy Grace, from Felflowne, Claire, we'll be back this Friday evening, 7 p.m. We are back after a week off, and we will be continuing the Pokemon Violet TLC. That's what I want to say. The Teal Mask.
TLC, Tender Loving Care. Yeah.
the TLC. The Deal Mask. No.
The Deal Mask. It's just a place in Kent.
You know what? We're playing more Pokemon Violet. The first expansion.
We're doing that.
Expansion, that's my get out of jail free word. We're carrying on with the first expansion.
We are doing that, yes.
We'll be doing that, and who knows what else may occur as well. We'll be back at 7 p.m. UK time. Hope you've enjoyed the stream today, folks. Until next time, take care and have a lovely afternoon. Bye!